Okay, we're gabbling into the 1 o'clock agenda for Hawaiian Affairs. We're going to start with our Burial Council agenda. And so first up, we've got GM 766. This is for Keo Mailani Hirata for Island of Molokai. And we have DLNR in support.
Aloha mai kako. I am Hinana Rodriguez at DLNR State Historic Preservation Division. We stand by our written testimony in support of all 4 nominees.
Okay, good. So I think I won't call on you for the others, but just note that you have written testimony in your support of all. Thank you. OHA is also in support. Is there anyone else on the line? Okay, and I don't know if Hinana Rodriguez is here. Not?
Yes,
okay.
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's wrong one? I'm sorry, I'm talking about Mr. or Mr. Hirata. Okay. Okay, if not, then we're gonna, any questions, members? Okay, they're gonna move on GM 767. This is Wayne Hirata for the islands of Kauai and Ni'ihau. So again, we will note that DLNR is present and they are in support. OHA is also in support. Donna Santos in support. And I don't know if the nominee, Mr. Hirata, is present, or anyone else present that wants to talk. Oh, I see Palala Hirata. Anyone else wants to speak? This is the time for Wayne Hirata. If not, members, any questions? Mr. Hirata, is that you? Oh, yes. Wayne Hirata?
Aloha.
Aloha. Did you want to say anything?
Just stick to mahalo all of you for allowing us to serve our people and to serve the greater community of Kauai, and hoping that I get Senate approval for the upcoming next session of the Burial Council. So mahalo for your time and all of your efforts in helping to confirm all of us nominees.
Thank you so much for your service, Mr. Hirata.
Thank you.
Members, any questions for GM 767? Okay. Seeing none, then we're going to move on GM 768. This is Sandra Quinsat. This is also for Kauai and Ni'ihau Burial Council. DLNR is present and they are standing on their testimony in support. OHA is also in support. And we also have Donna Santos as well in support. I don't know if Miss Quinstat is available. I don't see her, but yeah, it's okay. She's not. Members, any questions regarding GM 768? Okay, seeing none, then we're going to move on. GM 769, Sherry Lee Cummings Yokotake, also for Kauai and Ni'ihau. DLNR is present and stands on their testimony in support. OHA is also in support. Is the nominee here, Ms. Yokotake? Let's see, okay, it's okay. Members, any questions? Seeing none, then we're going to move on to the last Burial Council nominee. Oh wait, why is it listed twice here? Oh, okay, I guess she's listed twice, Sherry Lee Cummings Yokotake, because it's a additional term. I guess back-to-back terms. Okay, so same testifiers in support. Okay, members, any questions? Okay. Okay, seeing none, I don't see the need to go into a breakout room at this point. We've got testimonies all in support, no opposition. So I'm going to recommend that we advise and consent to all 4 of these Burial Council nominees. Is there any discussion or questions from the members? Okay, seeing none. Hold on, let me get my stack. We're going to vote. Okay. So seeing none, Vice Chair, if you could take the vote.
One motion, Chair?
Yes.
Okay, members voting on GMs 766 to 770. The Chair's recommendation is to advise and consent to the nomination. Chair Shimabukuro.
Aye.
Vice Chair goes aye. Senator Ocasio.
Aye.
Senator Ihara is excused, and Senator Fabella is excused. Chair recommendations adopted.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to gavel out of that 1 o'clock agenda. And then we're going to gavel, can we gavel, go ahead, IT, can we gavel into our 101 agenda at this time? Or do we need time to transition?
Great. Hi, Senator. We're ready to begin.
Okay, so I'm going to gavel in to our 101 agenda. We just have one resolution on this, and this is HCR 11, requesting the Hawaii State Commission on the Status of Women to convene a task force to study missing and murdered Native Hawaiian women and girls. And so for this resolution, let's see. Okay, so we have the Commission on the Status of Women in support. Are they here?
Aloha.
Yes, hello. Aloha.
Vice Chair, members, we stand on our testimony and strong support. Thank you for your leadership on this.
Okay, you're welcome. Also signed up, we have DOH in support.
Good afternoon, Senator. My name is Matthew Shim. I'm Chief of the Family Health Services at the Department of Health, and we stand on our testimony and support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's all we had signed up to testify live. We have a total of 12, all in support, various organizations, individuals, no opposition. Members, do we have any questions? You seeing none? Okay, similarly, I don't really see the need to go into a breakout. For this one, I'm going to recommend, we just have technical amendments that were recommended by SMA. So I'm just going to recommend technical amendments. Are there any discussion or concerns? Okay, then seeing none, Vice Chair, if you take the vote.
Members voting on HCR 11 HD1, the recommendation is to pass with amendments. With 3 members present, are there any reservations? Any opposition? Chair recommendation adopted.
Okay, thank you so much. So we're going to adjourn, and then we have a 2 o'clock agenda with Waterland Joint, just one resolution. Thank you so much. Okay, we're gaveling into the joint hearing of the Hawaiian Affairs and Waterland Committees, and we just have one resolution that we're hearing today. HCR 76, requesting DLNR to convene a working group to assess the status of Act 14, Special Session Laws of Hawaii 1995. So first up, we've got the DHHL with comment. Are they here? Oh yes, I see Chair Ayla, Director Ayla. I think you're muted. Oh, wait, now you're muted again. For some reason we can't hear you, Director Ayla.
Now he disappeared.
Okay. You know what, Director Ayla, maybe we'll come back to you. We've got Office of Planning with comments. They here?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. We've got Shaw in support. Robin Danner.
I see Robin.
Good afternoon from Kauai. Hope everyone is good wherever you are.
Yeah, good afternoon. It must be chilly up there.
It is. And I want to just say I appreciate all the work that you're doing. Yesterday, I got my first COVID shot. I was scared, but I did it.
Good girl.
Good girl.
I'd like to, my name is Robin Danner. I'm the elected chairwoman of the Sovereign Council of Hawaiian Homestead Associations, a coalition of homestead associations that are now defined in the Federal Code of Regulations. We'd like to stand on our testimony in support. We think this is an amazing start to engaging the experts that are citizens of Hawaii and live and breathe the Homestead Act every day, regardless of the turnover in government. I'm really excited to see that homestead associations that are federally defined and registered with the Department of Interior are included on the working group. I'm also excited to see that this is a by agency, DLNR and DHHL at the table. I think that's a powerfully important component to this resolution. I would just like to thank the legislature for introducing it and for your committees for hearing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I see DHHL. Director Idla, are you folks ready to proceed?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Great, great. So, good afternoon, Madam Chair. We stand on our testimony with comments. I would just further add that, we're in the process of continuing to negotiate Act 14 settlement issues. There is the issue of a lawsuit over the road, and I just feel that the working group would actually impede the discussions that are going on. In practicality, we won't be able to share with the members of the working group some of the information because of the litigation. And so, this working group may be something that's good for later down the road once we get through the litigation and once we get through more of the technical aspects. But as of this moment, we would prefer not to have this working group in existence for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Can I ask a question since he's on?
Okay, sure. Sure.
Okay, so thanks, Chair Bill. Good to see you. Just a question. So the last time that the transfers were made was in 2010. Am I correct?
There have been transfers since 2010, I believe, because we're still working with DLNR on the actual 14,000+ acres. In addition, Act 14 has some other lands that are still in negotiation, and then as of course there is the settlement for the use of Mauna Kea Access Road, which is further complicated by the lawsuit Kanahele versus.
So in other words, it's no then. So, yes to the last time the transfers were actually finalized was in 2010. So you're talking about the next batch, right?
No, some of it includes the original 14,000 acres.
Oh, that's already been settled? Some of the 14,000 you're saying have some already been transferred?
Oh, the majority of them have been transferred.
Oh,
I think there's about 800 acres that's in question.
Oh, okay.
As well as lands on Kauai that still remain open for negotiations with DLNR, as well as the use of Mauna Kea Access Road, the value of that use, that was still in question and being negotiated, and then it was further complicated by the current lawsuit that was filed. So that's why I'm asking that it's premature, because we will not be able to share with the members of this working group much of the information, because it's going to be attorney-client until such time that we resolve it. So it's premature at this point.
Okay, but again, going back then, there have been some transfers made after 2010, which is good news.
Yes, the majority of the lands have come over to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Chair.
And I think I just stay online, William, because at the end we may have more questions. I'm sure we probably will have more questions for DHHL at the end of
Sure.
testimony. DLNR with comments?
Hi, good afternoon, chairs. This is Kevin Moore with DLNR Land Division. Our department will stand on its written testimony, offering comments and an amendment to the resolution. We're available for questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And then we've got Dr. Benton Pang in support. Is there anyone else that I've missed who wants to testify on HCR 76? Okay, so now members, other questions that you might have. Actually, I wanted to ask a question of DHHL then. So you're saying that, well, number one, when do you think this lawsuit might be concluded? You're on, oh, there you go, ahead.
Attorney, that's a question that I think the Attorney General would be more qualified to answer. I know that there have been some motions filed. I don't know what the decision on the motions have been to date.
Is there an AG present?
I don't believe so.
Miley,
I can find out.
Yeah, Miley, I think
Yeah.
you also missed Ohaya. Did you call them?
I think I did. Is Oha here? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they're here.
Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, but William, you're saying though that upon completion of the lawsuit, then you'd be more open to participating in this working group?
I think Miley, as an attorney, you can understand that while we're in the lawsuit situation, there are privileged information that we can't disclose to other members of the working group. So we would be having half a conversation. It doesn't make sense to have a half a conversation at this point.
Okay. Okay, I'm just wondering whether we could do something like, if we were to pass this, say something like upon, that the working group would then begin its meetings after the lawsuit is completed. Then the DHWN would actually be able to discuss what happened in the lawsuit.
I think,
Sure.
I think though, Miley, I don't think you'd like to not have the working group not proceed, because I'm sure there's other things that the DHHL would like to at least update and present Act 14, so the members can at least understand what it is. So there's going to be a lot of preview to Act 14 for the members. I don't think we should wait, because, and prior to my question about the dissolving of the task force, because we have 2022. So if we're going to wait for legal actions, you know, maybe it'll go into 2022, never know. So I would think that any decisions from the disputes won't probably be ready, but at least they know that the task force knows, okay, so out of the, what was it, total 18,000 you said, and 8,000 was already transferred, Chair? You know, then at least...
14.
14. Then at least the task force everybody would know that where it is. And if we need to extend the task force, we could, you know, thereafter. But I think there's going to be a lot of previews of what Act 14 is going to, will be for the task force.
Okay. Got it. Okay, any other questions, members? Okay. Seeing none, then I think we're going to recess for decision making. Right. Okay, reconvening. Okay, so having conferred, the committees have decided to pass HCR 76 with quite a few amendments. So first we want to have co-chairing this working group, DLNR and Hawaiian Homes Commission. Second, we want to amend the title to requesting the establishment of a working group to assess outstanding claims related to Act 14, Special Session Laws of 1995, and the Hawaiian Homes Commission Act of 1920 is amended. Next, we want to assert additional background on the history of Act 14 and resolving past breaches of trust of the HHCA, to include a further account of the complicated history of past state and federal government initiatives to resolve past breaches of trust that led to the formation of Act 14, to assist in the accounting for past actions of redress to beneficiaries and strengthen the case for a complete resolution of Act 14. Next, as DLNR testified, provide language of the 2010 settlement between HHCA and BLNR that completed the transfer of 16,518 acres of state lands to DLNR and the current status of the transfers. Next, as Shaw testified, add clarifying language about the parties to the HHCA as provided for in 43 CFR parts 47 and 48. Next, amending the be it further resolved to include that the working group investigate claims made pursuant to Chapter 673 HRS, which arose after July 1, 1988, and provide examples for some of the outstanding issues related to Act 14. Next, per DHHL's testimony, amend the fourth requirement on page 4, lines 29 to 30, to state that the working group must identify, quote, the steps necessary to finalize outstanding claims related to Act 14. And then, as DLNR recommended, to reduce the size of the working group membership to the chair of DLNR or designee, chair of HHC or designee, the AG or designee, and a beneficiary recommended by DHHL. And then provide that the task force dissolve on June 30, 2022, and technical amendments. And then in the committee report, note the concerns mentioned by DHHL about the ongoing lawsuit and the need for attorney-client privilege. Okay, members, any comments, questions, discussion? Okay, seeing none, then Vice Chair, if you could please take the vote.
Members passing with amendments, Chair Shimabukuro.
Aye.
Vice Chair goes aye. Senator Ocasio.
Aye.
Senator Ihara.
Aye.
Senator Favela is excused. Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you for the Committee on Water and Land. The chair will be taking the votes here in person in room 16. And the absence of our vice chair, I'll be taking the votes. So measure is on the Committee on Water and Land is to pass with amendments. The chair will go aye. Let's see if Senator Agaran was able to get out of his previous meeting. Okay, he's excused. Senator Misalucha.
Aye.
And Senator Revere.
Aye.
Okay, Senator Favela, I believe, also is excused, I believe, at another hearing. Okay, measure is adopted for the Committee on Water and Land, Chair.
Okay, thank you. We are adjourned.